This is a drive shaft seal for a Mark 6 Fiesta. Let's put it in. Right, so before anything else, I get the car up in the air. I'm just going to go ahead and crack the axle nut off, which is a 32mm socket. There we go. And these are 19s, so right. So with the car up in the air, you can get a look at the offending article, and a CV axle should not rock up, down, back and forth like that. You can't see it from here, but I assure you there is oil everywhere, and this has got to come out. So just a quick word before we get under the car and have a look at the seal. That's what the oil looks like that came out. So it's probably under a litre. The IB5 needs 2.5, well 2.3 to be precise. And it's full of magic glitter. This really doesn't bode well for my transmission. I'm gonna try my best to not start crying. This is not a good sign, but I just pray that it hasn't done any damage. I really don't want the gearbox to go bang. So apologies audience for the handheld nature of this, but there it is. There's the offending seal, but the axle had already pulled out, and I'm pretty sure that there was nothing wrong with that seal to begin with, but I'm going to replace it anyway. And there's the lower control arm disconnected from the bottom of the strut there, and basically all you got to do is just there's a nut on here and there's a T50 behind there. You take the nut off and then you just use I use this socket and just push the bolt through. You got to push it through because there's a taper on here which that bolt locks into. And there's the drive shaft. The circlip is present and accounted for and doesn't seem damaged at all. That seems to be doing circlip things. To be honest with you, this could be the only thing that I could imagine would have caused this, so I'm gonna spread it out just a little bit before I put the drive shaft back in and just send it, because I really don't want to have to buy another one of these. I can't afford to do that, so that's going to be what I'm going to do. And yeah, let's go ahead and get that seal out and replaced. So it's now a week later. Spent that week waiting for the gearbox oil to arrive, and the reason for that is that I went on the cheap. This is Smith & Allen. It's supposed to be good stuff, but it took a while to get here. It was £30 for 5 litres, which is quite cheap for 75W90 fully synthetic. And I've moved the gear selector cables out of the way on the transmission so that I can access the fill hole. And yeah, let's just begin the most arduous process of very painstakingly dripping the oil into the gearbox. Alright, here we go. Here's the reason this is going to take so long. And Capri Sun. Oh, believe me, if I had the tools to do this any quicker, I would. But this is basically my life for the next hour or so, just meticulously getting this in here, and it takes 2.3 litres. So yeah, I'm going to be here a while for this. Right, and there we have it. The gearbox is completely refilled, everything's put back together, and we're going to get in, turn the key, and we'll see how it behaves. Okay, here we go. Right, well, it still starts. That's great. Feels good. Feels very good. I like that. It's not notchy. Everything goes in, doesn't require any effort at all, just sort of glides between the gears. Let's take it for a drive. Okay, so we are here at the McDonald's in Burley Services, and we're going to go for a quick drive through the New Forest. Now, evidently, because I made it here, you can tell that
the car works, which is great, and it didn't blow up. No oil has dumped itself out of my notoriously dodgy IB5 transmission. Apparently they're quite problematic, I found. Mine hasn't been, barring this. Touch wood. So yeah, I've set the camera up in a manner where you can see pretty much everything that you're going to need to. Oh look, there you are. Great, let's go. So, what can we know? Well, the gearbox shifts at car park speeds. It shifts absolutely fantastically. It's like butter. So this is a great sign. We're going to take a left here and we're going to drive into the witchy village of Burley, which is, I think there's some sort of poignant history thing going on there, something about witches. Can't remember, were there witch trials there? I think so. But yeah, we're gonna swang around this corner. Whee! So while I've probably not chosen the best place on the planet to absolutely ring the car out, because the New Forest speed limit is 40 miles an hour, and there is a good reason for that, because there are horses everywhere, so you don't want to like kill one, you know, that would be really bad. Go slow for ponies, kids. But yeah, now we're getting into some sort of hilly areas, and you know, let's knock it down a gear. It rev matches beautifully, it's smooth, it doesn't require any extra effort to slip it into the next gear. We're coming to the bottom of this hill now, so let's slip it into fourth, and it just does it. It's not even a problem. So at the moment, I'm satisfied with this. I think this is, I'm quite happy with the way that this is behaving. I haven't had any problems to speak of, and in fact, after changing the oil in the gearbox, just knock it down into third, going into a 30. Just for the sake of it, let's rev match it down into second for this corner. Why not? As you can see, it's flawless. So changing the transmission fluid has actually made it shift better than it did before, which is absolutely what horses. Look, I wasn't making it up. This is what the New Forest is like. There are just ponies. There are just ponies everywhere. And we're gonna very, very gently just go around that little guy. Right, let's grab second. Yep, that's a gearbox. That's a functioning gearbox. There's one of the witch shops. There's another one of the witch shops. This one's called a Coven of Witches, circa 1799. What do they sell there? Probably broomsticks, and probably also wands, and things of that nature. Sometimes I wish I were a witch. I think that would be fun. You know, and then I wouldn't even need a car. But alas, that's a horse. But alas, I was born to be a witch, cursed to be a mechanic. Okay, so what have we learned? Well, the car appears to be functional, but let's not get too encouraged. Let's have a look underneath. Right, so I was literally just about to check under the car, and I seem to have gained 1 extra horsepower. Right, so let's get underneath. And as expected, there is absolutely nothing to report down here. Everything looks good. There's a little bit wet on the front of the box, on the front of the transmission, and that's just because I had a little overspill when I was filling up the gearbox. But back there where that seal is, absolutely perfectly dry, and that's exactly what we want to see. Right, so there we have it, friends. That is your lot for now. I'm in a lot better spirits, emotionally still recovering from everything, but I'm feeling a lot better. And we have a functioning Fiesta, so that should do it for now. Although, on the basis that it's my car, I will expect to have it blow up on me again within the next 5 to 7 business days. But we'll cross that bridge when we go to it. Nothing wrong with it right now. There is nothing wrong with this car, except for the fact that the air conditioning doesn't work, and it hasn't worked since 2010. And I honestly just can't be bothered with replacing that for what, the 4 weeks of the year where I'd actually use it. No, it's not worth it. Also, it absolutely robs the power from this car, because I mean, old cars with their old air conditioning compressors are absolutely useless. And it, you know, this car's only got 78 horsepower to begin with, so it's just not even worth considering, to be honest. It is an absolute waste of money. Besides, I have nature's best air conditioning. Look, one-touch electric windows. I can't complain about that. That's fantastic. Can you still hear me? I hope so. Let's grab fourth. Yeah. Smooth as you like. I would park up and, out of curiosity, check out some of these, you know, these kind of cool witchy stores, but they are so unbelievably expensive, and I have got a job to do. So yes, I will see you all later. Thank you for watching, and toodaloo. I wonder which pony I would be. I'm definitely Fluttershy, for sure.